Hello again. Today we'll look at a partial constellation of Starlink satellites. We do this to demonstrate this software's capabilities to simulate multiple satellites simultaneously and to simulate actual named satellites. Starlink is a low Earth orbit satellite constellation owned by SpaceX that provides internet coverage around the world. There are currently more than 7,000 of these satellites in orbit, and this can be extended to more than 34,000. The advantage these low Earth orbiting satellites have over geosynchronous orbiting satellites is that they're closer to the Earth and therefore have less latency in receiving and transmitting data. The disadvantages are that it requires many more satellites to provide full Earth coverage, and these satellites do not appear stationary from the ground. We've already created an example orbit project file for you that contains 11 of these satellites. It's called Starlink Partial Constellation. Open this file now and run the simulation. Now go to the camera controls in the display panel on the right of your screen and set the looking at option and rotation point option to Earth. Now you can use the mouse to move your camera around the Earth and see all the satellites. Note that the altitudes for each orbit are different to prevent collisions. For example, stop and rewind the simulation, and then click on Starlink-80. Note that its altitude is approximately 260 kilometers. Next, click on Starlink-1761, and you'll see that its altitude is approximately 550 kilometers. After clicking on a satellite to choose it, note that you can also get more information about the orbit, including the orbital elements. Click on the More Info and Events button to see this. Next, go to the control panel on the left side of your screen and open the selected satellite drop-down list. There are 11 satellites in this simulation, each with its own orbit line color, which you can change. You may choose a satellite from here also. Now let's add another Starlink satellite. Click on the Add Satellite button to open the Set Initial Parameters dialog box, and then choose the Two-Line Element Set option. Type Starlink in the satellite name text box, and then click on the Submit button to see a list of all these satellites to choose from. Choose any satellite you wish. If it is no longer operational, the log panel on the right will state that no data is found. Finally, click on the Set Parameters and Calculate Orbit button. You might then be presented with a dialog asking if you want to update to the latest two-line element set. If so, click on the Yes option to get the latest information about this particular satellite and its orbit. You should now see the new satellite orbiting the Earth with the other 11. It will show as a default satellite image rather than a red sphere. Therefore, it should be easy to find. If you want to know where all the satellites are at your current time, return to the main window and click on the Set to Now button and then recalculate the orbits. You'll be asked if you want to update the orbital elements to the latest observed values, so click on the Yes option. Now click on the Simulation Play button that is shaped like an analog clock. All the satellites are now in their actual positions around Earth and are moving in real time. Click on a satellite to see the azimuth and elevation angles that you can use to see the satellite if it's not below the horizon. If the sun has gone down at your location, but is still illuminating the satellite, you may be able to see the satellite without a telescope. Click on the Sun Shadows checkbox to see if the satellite is in twilight near your location. You may add as many satellites as you want. Just remember that computation speed will decrease as more are added. Thank you for watching this video. If you find it useful, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to be notified when new content is added, click on the notification bell. We need your feedback, so please leave comments in the comments section. Goodbye.